Hello, today we're going to talk about nutraceuticals that help improve sleep quality. I'll cover only those supplements whose effectiveness is backed by scientific research, with precise dosages, mechanisms of action, and evidence-based recommendations. My name is Maya Fromine, I'm a registered dietitian and preventive medicine specialist. And you're on the channel where we talk about health, nutrition, and beauty. Make sure to subscribe, click the bell icon, and like this video. It helps the algorithm and lets me know that the topic is interesting to you. And the first is melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone that regulates the sleep-wake cycle. Its production begins around 9 p.m. and peak concentration is typically reached during the night, usually between 2 and 4 a.m. Melatonin levels naturally decline with age. This is one of the reasons why falling asleep becomes more difficult and sleep becomes less deep over time. In addition to regulating circadian rhythms, melatonin also has pronounced antioxidant properties. It supports the immune system and plays a role in regulating inflammatory processes. Melatonin supplements can be especially helpful for frequent travelers, those experiencing jet lag, or people who work night shifts. The optimal dosage of melatonin is between 300 micrograms and 1 milligram, taken 30-60 minutes before bedtime. Higher doses, 3 milligrams or even 5 milligrams, are not necessarily more effective and may cause side effects such as morning drowsiness, headaches, or a feeling of grogginess. Melatonin is not addictive, but with prolonged and uncontrolled use, it may reduce receptor sensitivity. That's why it's best taken in cycles, especially if there are no pronounced disruptions in circadian rhythm. Magnesium in the form of glycinate or threonate. Magnesium is one of the key minerals for the nervous system. Its deficiency is often accompanied by difficulty falling asleep, frequent nighttime awakenings, feelings of anxiety, and muscle tension. The following forms are particularly effective for improving sleep. Magnesium glycinate bound to the amino acid glycine, which itself has an inhibitory effect on the central nervous system. Magnesium threonate, the most neuroactive form. Due to its ability to cross the blood-brain barrier, it supports cognitive function and improves sleep. Recommended dosage is 300-400 milligrams of magnesium about 1 hour before bedtime. I explained how to choose the right form of magnesium in this video. The link will be in the description. L-theanine. L-theanine is an amino acid found in green tea leaves. It increases levels of GABA, serotonin, and dopamine, neurotransmitters involved in the regulation of mood and emotional balance. One of its key effects is the activation of alpha brainwaves. These are the rhythms that occur during a state of relaxed wakefulness, such as during meditation, deep breathing, or right before falling asleep. Recommended dosage 100 to 200 milligrams taken 30-60 minutes before bedtime. L-theanine is non-addictive and has no cumulative effect. It works especially well in combination with magnesium and low doses of melatonin. Valerian extract. Valerian extract acts in the central nervous system by enhancing the activity of GABA, the primary inhibitory neurotransmitter. Unlike pharmaceutical sleep aids, valerian does not induce immediate drowsiness. Its effect comes through the gradual improvement of relaxation. It's important to understand that valerian is not fast-acting. Initial improvements are usually noticeable after 3-5 days, but a more pronounced effect develops with regular use over 10-14 days. Recommended dosage is 300-600 milligrams of standardized extract, taken about 1 hour before bedtime. Glycine. Glycine is an amino acid that also functions as a neurotransmitter. In the central nervous system, it primarily acts as an inhibitory mediator. One of glycine's most interesting effects is its ability to improve thermoregulation during the process of falling asleep. It helps lower core body temperature, a physiological mechanism necessary for entering deep sleep. Recommended dosage 1 gram taken 30-60 minutes before bedtime. Glycine is non-habit-forming and can be used long-term. It also pairs well with magnesium and L-theanine, enhancing relaxation without impairing cognitive function. GABA. GABA is the primary inhibitory neurotransmitter of the central nervous system. It plays a key role in reducing neuronal activity, which is essential for relaxation, falling asleep, and entering deep sleep phases. Reduced activity of the GABAergic system may be associated with increased nervous tension, anxiety disorders, and sleep disturbances. In this context, GABA supplements are considered potentially helpful for falling asleep and managing stress-related conditions. However, GABA has limited bioavailability when taken orally, as its molecule crosses the blood-brain barrier poorly. Nevertheless, GABA may exert its effects through the autonomic nervous system, the gut-brain axis, or peripheral GABA receptors. To enhance the effects of GABA, combined formulations are often used, containing, for example, L-theanine. It may increase the sensitivity and expression of GABA receptors. Peptides are lipophilic forms that improve penetration across the blood-brain barrier, and vitamin B6, essential for the endogenous synthesis of GABA. Recommended dosage 100-300 mg taken 30-60 minutes before bedtime. 5-HTP. 5-HTP is a metabolite of the amino acid tryptophan and the direct precursor of serotonin, a neurotransmitter involved in the regulation of mood, emotional stability, appetite, and sleep. Melatonin is synthesized from serotonin. Thus, 5-HTP influences sleep by supporting the serotonin cascade and the subsequent production of melatonin. 5-HTP may be especially helpful in cases of chronic stress, as well as for women in perimenopause or during PMS, when lowered serotonin levels are often linked to hormonal imbalances. Supplementing with 5-HTP may help improve mood, reduce anxiety, and make falling asleep easier. Recommended dosage 25-100 mg taking 30-60 minutes before bedtime. For a stable effect, regular use for 1-2 weeks is usually required. 5-HTP should not be combined with antidepressants, as this may lead to serotonin syndrome. It is also not recommended to combine it with other nutraceuticals that increase serotonin levels. Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is one of the most well-studied adaptogens. With regular use, it can improve sleep quality by lowering elevated cortisol, which is often a contributing factor in sleep disturbances. Recommended dosage 300-500 mg of standardized extract, taking 1-2 hours before bedtime. If anxiety levels are high, daytime use is also possible, but for sleep issues, evening is the optimal time. Ashwagandha is not recommended for individuals with hyperthyroidism, as it may increase thyroid activity. Each of these nutraceuticals has its own characteristics and indications, but the most important thing to remember is that even the best supplement won't work in isolation from the overall lifestyle. If you are dealing with sleep deprivation, chronic stress, or a disrupted routine, be sure to start with the foundational steps for restoring sleep. I covered them in this video, and the link will be in the description. Make sure to watch it. And only after that, or alongside it, consider adding nutraceutical support. If this video was helpful for you, give it a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. And in the comments, share which of the supplements you've already tried and which gave you the best results. See you soon.